हेलो लर्नर्स, आपकी मैम आ चुकी हैं एक नए चैप्टर के साथ, दैट इज़ एपी। तो थोड़ा सा हम क्विक इंट्रोडक्शन कर लेते हैं। एपी एपी क्या होता है? एक सीक्वेंस होता है। आप पूछेंगे व्हाट इज सीक्वेंस। सीक्वेंस मीन्स ऐसा पैटर्न ऑफ नंबर जिसमें आप आगे वाली टर्म क्या कर सकते हैं, प्रिडिक्ट कर सकते हैं, उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? सीक्वेंस। ऑल सीक्वेंस आर नॉट इन एपी बट ऑल एपीज आर सीक्वेंस। यू गॉट द स्टेटमेंट। सारे सीक्वेंस एपी नहीं होते बट सारे एपी क्या होते हैं? सीक्वेंस। किसी भी सीक्वेंस को हम एपी तब कहते हैं जब उसके कॉन्जिक्यूटिव टर्म्स के बीच में डिफरेंस सेम होता है, उसको हम क्या नाम देते हैं? कॉमन डिफरेंस। इफ अ सीक्वेंस हैविंग अ सेम डिफरेंस इन द अमंग द कॉन्जिक्यूटिव टर्म्स देन दैट सीक्वेंस इज कॉल्ड एपी। तो हमें पता चल गया एपी क्या होता है, ऐसे सीक्वेंस जिसमें कॉन्जिक्यूटिव टर्म्स के बीच में सेम डिफरेंस होता है। तो ये क्लास 9 का क्लास 10 का एक चैप्टर है एपी, अर्थमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन, जिसमें प्रोग्रेशन भी हो सकता है। एपी मीन्स अर्थमेटिक मीन्स नंबर्स के बारे में, प्रोग्रेशन मीन्स अब वो प्रोग्रेशन इंक्रीमेंट भी हो सकता है और डिक्रीमेंट भी हो सकता है। इट मीन्स द वैल्यू ऑफ डी कैन बी पॉजिटिव एज वेल एज नेगेटिव। सो आपको मैं थोड़ा एग्जाम्पल देके समझाती हूँ। 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is in sequence. We can predict the 20th term. 20th term will be 40. This is in sequence. Among these consecutive terms, these are consecutive terms. The consecutive terms having a difference same, that is 2. It means this sequence is an AP. Okay, let's see another sequence. This is in sequence. Here the terms are 1, 4, 9. This is in sequence. We can predict the 100th term. The 100th term will be 100 square. But among the consecutive terms there is a difference in the difference. Yes or no? Yes. Among these two the difference is 3. Among these two the difference is 5. It means it doesn't have the same difference. So this sequence is not an AP. Okay, the definition is clear. Concept is clear. Okay, so AP's terms can be written as the terms of the AP's can be written as A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, A plus 4D, and so on. That's how we write the terms of an AP, where A is the first term, and D is the common difference. Why we are saying common difference? Because all the consecutive terms having the same difference, that's why we will use the word common. And the difference, what do you mean by difference? A2 minus A1, A3 minus A2, A5 minus A4, and so on. All the values is equals to D. That's how we find the common difference. The preceding term minus succeeding term, the succeeding term minus preceding term. Succeeding मतलब आगे वाली term और preceding मतलब पीछे वाली term. So A plus D minus A, succeeding minus preceding is equals to D. This is called common difference. Okay learners, this is clear to you? Okay, so from this we can get a general formula that the nth term of an AP is equals to A plus, okay, this is the first term. So how many D's are there? 0. This is the second term. How many D's are there? 1. Third term, D's 2. In fifth term, how many D's are there? 4. So there is 1 minus D, n minus 1 D. So that's how the general term formula of an AP is derived. Okay, an is equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. In this video, we will complete the general term related all the questions. Then in the next video, we will move to the sum related all the questions. In this, we have two parts. One is nth term part and the second one is sum of n terms. So an is the general term. This is the general term formula. Okay, now we will learn more concepts while solving the questions. So the question first, try question number first. Find the common difference of the AP. How to find out the common difference? The succeeding term 1 upon P minus P upon P. We can write this separately. Minus the succeeding term minus preceding term is 1 upon P. If you solve this, you will get minus 1 as a difference. So the first question answer is minus 1. The common difference is minus 1. Okay learners. Okay, similarly find the common difference. Again we can write this as 3 over 3b minus b over 3b. This is the succeeding term minus preceding term. A1, this is A2. A2 minus A1. A2 minus A1. So if you simplify this, this will be 1 by b minus 1 upon 3 minus 1 upon b. Yes, cancel the like terms. So the common difference is minus 1 by 3. Okay, this is clear to you? Yes. The next question. Find the common difference of an AP in which this relation is given. Okay, from this A21 can be written as A plus 21 minus 1, that will be 20. So we can directly write this. Okay. A7 will be A plus 6D. We have the subtraction of A21 and A7. So if you subtract these two, you will get 14D is equals to 84. This is the given information we have in the question. So D will be equals to how many times? 6 times? Sorry, 6. The value of D is 6. The question is done already. Yes, very easy question for you. Okay. Yes, the next question. The nth term of an AP is given as this. An is given as minus 4n plus 15. Okay. By putting the values of n, we can find out the terms. Okay, if I put A1 and instead of n we will put 1, so we will get the first term. So the first term will be minus 4 into 1 plus 15, that it will be 11. Okay, we can find out A2. Minus 4 into 2 plus 15, it will be minus 8 plus 15, it will be equals to 7. Yes or no? Yes. So from this we can find out the first term, second term, third term, and so on. Okay, what they are asking, the difference between the consecutive terms, means they are asking the value of D. So we can find out this also by A2 minus A1. So A2 is 7, A1 is 11. So the common difference is minus 4. It is an decreasing AP. Okay, learner, this question is clear? Yes. The next question. We need to find out the nth term of the AP. An is given as A plus n minus 1 into D. The formula is this. According to the question, we have the value of A as root 2, the value of D as succeeding minus preceding, it will be 2 root 2. Okay, put the values of A and D in this general formula. So An is equals to A. A is root 2 plus n minus 1 into 2 root 2. If you simplify it more, you will get this. Yes, 2 root 2 n minus, subtract these two, it will become minus root 2. So we can take root 2 common, inside a bracket you will have 2n minus 1. This is the general term of the AP. Okay, learner, this is clear? Yes. Now moving to the next question. Okay, if the numbers are in AP, we need to find out the value of n. Okay, now see this, I will tell you one relation. If the three terms are given, we can directly put one formula, that is, okay, the first term A, the second term A plus D, the third term A plus 2D. Okay, do the sum of these two terms, the first term and the third term. Okay, A1 plus A3 is equals to A plus 2D. It will become 2A plus 2D. If you take 2 common, you will have A plus D. This is equals to A1 plus A3. Yes or no? Yes. And A plus D is equals to A2? Yes. So you will get a relation. The sum of first and third term is equals to twice of the second term. We can directly use this concept. Okay, the third term is this, second term is this, first term is this. Okay, now we are going to use this concept. So first term n minus 2 plus third term is equals to twice of the second term. So it will be 6n is equals to 8n minus 2 minus 2 is equals to minus 2n. So the value of n is 1. So the numbers are minus 1, 3 and 7. The difference between the consecutive terms is 4. This is an AP. So the value of n is 1. Okay, learners, this question is clear to you? Yes, see the next question. Determine the value of k if the numbers are in AP. Again, we will use the same concept that A1 plus A3 is equals to twice of A2. So A1, A2 and this is A3. Okay, A1, k square plus 4k plus 8 is plus A3. A3 is 3k square plus 4k plus 4 is equals to twice of A2, that is 2k square plus 3k plus 6. If you simplify this, it will be 4k square, it will be 8k plus 12 is equals to 4k square plus 6k plus 12. Yes or no? Yes. 4k square cancelled by 4k square. Okay. This can be written as 2k is equals to 0 because 12 cancels 12. So in RHS you will have 0. So the value of k is 0. This is the required solution. Determine k. So the value of k is 0. Okay, learners, this is clear to you? Okay, now see this question. We need to find out the term from the end of the AP. ninth term from the AP. Okay, this can be find out by two methods. Either you can do this with the formula or either you can use the concept. Okay, this is an increasing AP. Okay, we will write the details. The value of A is 5, the value of B is 9 minus 5, that is 4, and the last term AN is given as 1185. Okay, first I am telling you this with the help of concept and then we will do with this formula. Yes, the concept is, now you need to reciprocate the AP. How to reciprocate the AP? The last term become first term and the common difference sign will change. So if you need to apply the concept, because we know the formula from general formula from the starting, and we need to find out the term from the last, so we need to use the concept. What is the concept? Make the last term as the first term. So for that we have the first term as 1185, the common difference, yes, here it is 4, so we will write minus 4. Now what we need to do? We need to apply the general term formula. A9 is equals to A plus 8D, so it will be 1185 minus plus 8 into minus 4. Simplify this, 1185 minus 32, yes, minus 32, it will be, subtract these two, 1153. So the ninth term from the end is 1153. Okay, this is clear. Okay, now I am going to tell you the formula. The formula is AN is equals to L minus N minus 1 into D. If we need to find out the term from the last, so we can apply this formula. So A9, so A9 will be L. Here the last term is 1185 minus 8 into D. The value of D is 4. Yes, apply this, 1185 minus 32. It will be 1153. Again the answer is 1153. Either you can directly use the formula or you can reciprocate the AP by this method. This question is clear? Yes. The next question. The angles of an AP, the angles of a triangle are in AP. Okay, let me tell you the concept. Whenever we need to consider the three terms, whenever we need to consider the three terms in AP, we always consider those three terms as A minus D, A and A plus D. This is a concept because it makes the calculation much easier. You can also consider A plus D, A plus 2D, but it will lengthy the question. So try, whenever we need to consider the three terms in an AP, we will always consider A minus D, A and A plus D as our terms. Okay, whenever we need to consider the four terms, that four terms will be A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 3D. In whenever we need to consider the three terms, so here the difference is D and here the common difference is of 2D. This is clear to you? Okay, now try this question out. The angles are in AP. We know in a triangle how many angles are there? 3. So the three angles are A minus D, A and A plus D. They are saying the least. Okay, we already understood that if the D value is positive, it means this will be the smallest angle among these three. Okay, the least. So the least being half the greatest. According to the statement, the greatest will be A plus D. So if you solve this, you will find a relation between A and D. What is that relation? A is equals to 3D. This is the first relation we have. Okay, learner, this is clear. Okay, we also know that in a triangle, the sum of all the angles is equals to 180 degree. So we can apply angle sum property. Yes, apply. So it will be 3A is equals to 180 degree. So the value of A is 60 degree. If the value of A is 60 and A is equals to 3D, so the value of D will be how much? 20. That's how we got our angles. What are those angles? So the angles are, yes, learners, 40, 60 and 80. Their sum is 180 and these angles are in AP and they are satisfying the condition that least being half the greatest. Okay, learners, that's how we use this concept because it makes our calculation much easier. Okay, whenever we need to consider the three terms, we will consider A minus D, A and A plus D. Whenever we need to consider the four terms in an AP, we will always consider A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 3D. Concept is clear to you? Okay, we are going to apply this concept in more questions. Let's see. Yes, they are asking, we need to find whether minus 150 is a term of this AP or not. Okay, it is pretty much understood. We need to find out the value of n. if the value of n is a natural number, it means minus 150 is a term of the AP. If the value of n is not a natural number, so minus 150 cannot be the term, because the term occupy a natural position. Why is it so? Because the terms occupy a natural position. It cannot be in fraction, or it cannot be in integer or decimal, whatever it is. So we need to find whether minus 150 is a term of this AP or not. So we will write the details what we have. The value of A is 17, the value of D is 12 minus 17, that will be minus 5. Okay, we need to check whether an is equals to 150 or not. So we will letting the value of an as minus 150. Okay, an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. The value of an is given as minus 150 is equals to a plus n minus 1 into minus d. Okay, simplify this. Okay, the 17 is transposed to the LHS, it will be negative. If you subtract these, because you need to add them because they are having the same sign, so it will be 167 is equals to n minus 1 into minus 1. You can clearly see that 167 is not divisible by 5, so the value of n is not a whole number. Since n is not a natural number, this implies minus 150 is not the term of this AP. Okay, learners, this question is clear to you. You can find out the value of n by cancelling minus 167 divided by 5 will be in fraction, and fraction plus 1 is again a fraction. So the value of n is not a natural number. If the value of n is not a natural number, minus 150 is not the term of this AP. Any doubt? No? Okay. Moving to the next. Yes, which term of the AP is 109? They are asking which term. It means it is pretty much obvious that it is a term of the AP. Yes or no? Yes. So the first term is given as 4. The common difference is 9 minus 4 is 5. Okay, an is given as 109. Which term means we need to find out the n. So we will apply the general term formula. An is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. 109 is equals to 4 plus n minus 1 into d, that is 5. If you subtract 105 is equals to n minus 1 into 5. Divide this, 21 is equals to n minus 1. The value of n is 22. So 109 is the 22th term of the AP. This will be our required solution. Okay, learner, this question is clear to you? Yes. Now the next question. Which term of the progression is first negative term? Negative mane? Yes. An is less than 0. For what value of n the term will be the first negative? So we need to again find out the value of n, but now the question is of inequality. So first we will need to learn the inequalities, how to solve the inequalities. Okay, see, we know 2 is greater than 1. This you already know. What is new in that? Okay, see this. If you subtract minus 2 sign, minus 1 means negative. If you multiply a negative in this inequality, the inequality sign change. Okay, how change? See this. Now you tell me which sign will arrive here. Minus 2 and minus 1. Which one is greater? Minus 1. See this. By multiplying the inequality, by multiplying the negative sign, the sign of inequality changes. The greater become less. This is clear. Also, this is the first concept, and another concept is, okay, 2 is greater than 1. This we already know. Okay, now reciprocate the numbers. The number will be half and 1. Again, the reciprocal is 1, is again 1. Okay, now which inequality sign come here? Very good, less than. It means you will come to a conclusion that whenever we need to solve an inequality, the sign of inequality changes in 2 cases. The first case is when we multiply with the negative sign, and the second case is when we do the reciprocate of the numbers. This is clear. Now we are going to solve the question. Okay, for what value of n, for which term of the progression is the first negative term? We will write the details. We have a is given as 20. D is equals to 77 upon 4 minus 20. Take the LCM, it will be 77 minus 80 over 4. It will be minus 3 over 4. It means the common difference is minus 3 over 4. Okay, now see this. An is less than 0. For what value of n? An is less than 0. So we will solve. A plus n minus 1 into d is less than 0. A is 20. 20 plus n minus 1. What is n minus 1? D. Minus 3 over 4 less than 0. Okay. Now we can transpose this 20 to the RHS. N minus 1 minus 3 over 4 is less than minus 20. Okay, now we need to remove the negative sign. So we need to multiply minus 1 both the sides. If you multiply this by minus sign, the sign of inequality changes. Now the less become greater. This is clear? Yes, now you will solve this. In equation, we will simply just cancel the negative sign, but it is not possible on inequality. So you need to very carefully handle this. Yes, if you solve this, it will be approximately 80 over 3. That can be approx, okay, 26 point something. Yes or no? Yes, 26 point something. Okay, the value of n minus 1 is greater than 26.1. Okay, we need to find out the n. So we will transpose this negative 1 to the RHS. You will have n is greater than 27.6 something. It means and we also know that n is a natural number, so it cannot be in fraction. So the value of n is 28. Yes or no? It means the 28th term will be the first negative term of this AP. This question is clear. You can also verify it by finding the 28th and the 27th term of this AP. Your 27th term will be positive and your 28th term will be negative. From that you will come to know that 28 is the first negative term of this AP. Okay, this is clear? Yes, the next question. Yes, learners, see this. The fourth term of an AP is 0. The A4 is given as 0. A4 can be written as A plus 3D is equal to 0. Okay, we need to prove that. To prove, the 25th term, A25, is 3 times the 11th term. The 25th term of an AP is 3 times the 11th term. This is what we need to prove. Okay, we can take the LHS and we will, if we are able to prove that LHS is equals to RHS, hence the question will be done. So we are taking LHS. You need to find A25. A25 can be written as A plus 24D, and we have one relation that A is equals to minus 3D. This is equation number 1. So we can substitute A by minus 3D. Yes, we can. So you will have 21D. By taking the LHS, you will have A25 value as 21D. Now we will take RHS. So if you take RHS, where is RHS? Yes, 3. 3 times A11. Okay, 3 times A11 can be written as A plus 10D. Okay, and A can be written as minus 3D. Minus 3D plus 10D will be 7D, and 7 into 3 is 21D. The LHS is equals to RHS, yes or no? Hence, proved. What is proved? That the 25th term is 3 times of 11th term, if the 4th term is 0. Okay, learners, this question is clear? Yes. The next question. The 7th term of an AP is 0, means A7 can be written as A plus 60, that is given as Z20. 13th term is given as 32. A13 can be written as A plus 12D, that is given as 32. We need to find out the AP. For finding the AP, we should know the first term and the common difference, because for the construction of an AP, we should need to find A and D. So if you subtract these two equations, the A is eliminated, you will get 6D minus 6D is equals to minus of 12. So the value of D is minus 2. The value of D is minus 2. So we can find out the value of A by putting it in first equation. So put in first equation, you will have A minus 12 equals to 20. The value of A is 32. The value of A is 32. Now we have the first term. Okay, see this. It is an increasing AP, okay. Yes, it will be positive because the negative cancel each other. The value of D is positive. So if the D is positive, it is positive. So the value of A is 8. Yes, we have the first term, we have the common difference. So our AP will look like, yes, 8, 10, 12, 14, so on. At least we need to find out, write the 4 terms of an AP. Any doubt in this question? No? Okay. Next question. how many natural numbers are there? How many natural numbers are there between 200 and 500 which are divisible by 7? For finding the number of terms, we should know the first term, common difference, and the last term. Okay, the first term, common difference, and last term can be found out with this relation. The number should be 200, between 200 and 500, also the divisible by 7. All the numbers divisible by 7 having a common difference. Very good. The common difference will be 7. Okay, now think about the first term. What will be the first term? If you divide 200 by 7, it will be how many times? Okay, what will be the remainder? No, how many times? This will cancel this. Okay, see this, 2 times 14, then it will be 60. 60 means 8 times 56. The remainder is 4. Okay, it means 203 is divisible by 7. Yes or no? Yes, learners, see this, 203 is divisible by 7 or not? Yes, this is divisible by 7. How many times? 29 times. This number is divisible by 7. So, this number fulfilling all the criteria. What are those criteria? The number should be between 200 and 500. Is this between 200 and 500? Yes. The number should be divisible by 7. Yes, it is divisible by 7, 29 times. So, both the conditions are satisfied. So, our first, and it is a first term. First number which comes between 200 and 500, that is divisible by 7. So, the first term will be 203. That's how we can find out the last term. Divide this by 7. You will get 71. 3 will be the remainder. 3 will be the remainder. So, if you subtract from this 3, you will get the last term as 497. Yes or no? Yes. The first term you have, the last term you have, the common difference you have. Now you need to find out the number of terms. So, an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. So, an is given as 497, a is given as 203, n minus 1, the d value is 7. Simplify this, 7 minus 3, 4, 9 minus 0, 0, 4 minus 2, 2. Divided by 7 is equals to n minus 1. Simplify this, cancelling this number by 7, you will get 42. Yes, 42 is equals to n minus 1. So, the value of n is 43. It means there are 43 numbers which come between 200 and 500, and all those numbers are divisible by 7. Okay, learner, this question is clear to you? Yes.